You are welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, that is number one thing to do. You need to subscribe to this channel so that you can be able to see all the YouTube videos I have produced on my YouTube channel. That is number one. Number two, you press the notification button so that I can be able to be receiving my notifications as soon as I release my video or my videos into my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my channel now. Thank you. You are welcome back. This is a new clipper. This is a cordless or wireless clipper. Some people or some barbers do call me, say when they buy new clipper, machine, I mean new one, either cordless or the one with wire. Also, some barbers, some people still call me about the old ones too, that whenever they are using it to scraping the head, to remove the entire head on barber or a customer, it used to give cuts. Yeah, it used to cut the skin. Secondly, if they want to do frictioning, that is line up, it used to cut the head, I mean the skin. Yeah, and at the same time, when they want to use it to draw pattern on the head, either their own head or the customer head, it used to cut the skin, I mean the scalp of the customer or themselves. Yeah. Now you have bought a new clipper, either with wire or cordless, or the old one you are using, you maintain it. But whenever you want to use it for the barbing job or barbing work, you don't used to enjoy the blade. Yeah, this error used to happen to new clipper blade at the same time, or to new clipper, the clipper blades, or the old ones, the one with wire, the one without wire, that is cordless. Where does the problem comes? Where does the problem comes from? That is what we want to treat now. Yeah, you are welcome back again. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now before we go. This film you are watching, look under by the right hand side, you will see where they write SUBSCRIBE, subscribe, in capital letters. Use your finger just to press on it. It will now change to SUBSCRIBED with notification bell. Please don't waste your time. You press that notification bell beside D. It will now change into 3 bells. The one at the down, they cross it. The one at the center is empty. The one at the top, the one they painted, they write ALL beside. Use your finger to press again, which means you have subscribed to my channel and my notification. You have gotten the access to see all my YouTube videos. That is number one. Secondly, you have gotten the access to receive my notifications as soon as I release my video into my YouTube channel. You will not search. When you check your notification, you see there. Then you press the notification, the film will come out, you'll be able to watch. Thank you. Yeah. This problem I'm trying to analyze, it used to happen to new clipper blades, either with wire or cordless. At the same time, it used to happen to the old ones too. There are two ways this thing used to happen. Yeah, when the clipper blade is cutting head, it's cutting the scalp. If you want to use it for frictioning, it's cutting the scalp. If you want to use it to do pattern, to draw pattern, it used to cut the scalp. If you want to use it to scrape the entire head, it used to give marks, different marks on the head. The person the client will be complaining. Either even if you are doing it for yourself, you won't take care, you won't find it easy. Your head will be very, very hot. Yeah. Where does this problem comes from? How can we solve it? Yeah. So there are two ways that these problems emerge or comes from. Number one, this thing you are watching on this screen, this is super hard manual sharpening stone. This is original super hard manual sharpening stone. Let me still call it again. This is original super hard manual sharpening stone. Yeah, we use this stone to sharpen the clipper blades. Can you see it now? We use this stone you are watching. We use it to sharpen these clipper blades professionally, technically, correctly, logically, professionally. Okay. We use it to sharpen the upper and the bottom clipper blade. Yeah. Before you can call yourself a professional to sharpen this clipper blade professionally, either manually with this super hard manual sharpening stone. This one is manual. Manually with super hard manual sharpening stone, or with a sharper, that is engine, to sharpen the clipper blades. The two methods deal with sense. The two methods I'm telling you deal with sense. If I particularly am using super hard manual sharpening stone for sharpening. Yeah, I'm a professional. I'm an expert on this super hard manual sharpening stone. I can use it in the different forms. And through my usages, I detect the way you can use it. You can place this clipper blades, which means when you sharpen it finish, when you use it to shape the hairstyle you have barbed, I mean the frictioning, you use it for patterns. At the same time, you use the blade to scrape the entire head of a customer or yourself. It will not pain at all when you know how to set the clipper blade very well. It will not give any injury. It will not pain. It will not give any pain, no injury. No pain, no injury. But if you don't know how to sharpen the clipper blade very well with this super hard manual sharpening stone, that error will come. It will arise. From there, you can be able to see that the clipper blade may be cutting perfectly, correctly, logically, technically, okay. But when you are using it for frictioning, this mouth entirely will be cutting the scalp. It will be paining the customer or yourself when you are using it. At the same time, if you want to use it to draw pattern, it will be giving injury on the scalp. At the same time, if you want to use it to scrape the entire head or the entire body, yeah, we use clipper to scrape the entire body, but let's talk about the head. Now, this clipper teeth will be cutting. It will be cutting the scalp. From there now, you will discover that the new clipper blade is now working like old one. Then at times when you see person who know how to maintain the clipper and know how to sharpen the clipper blade very well, technically, logically, professionally, okay, he or she will now be using old clipper better than the new one. What the new one cannot do, what the new clipper blade cannot do perfectly, the old one now you'll be using it to do it and be enjoying it. Can you see it? That is why I need to do tutorial on this one, so that you can be able to know the way to correct that error. Where does that error comes? How are you going to correct it? That is the 2 points now. Number one, where do error comes from? Let me still turn the clipper again. Can you see this teeth now? This edge here, this edge here, this edge I'm touching now, this edge. If you want to sharpen your clipper blade, you know how to sharpen the clipper blade very well. You know how to sharpen the clipper blade very well. You are an expert. Before you can call yourself an expert, a professional in sharpening of the clipper blade professionally, you have to know the way to design the surface or the surfaces of your super hard manual sharpening stone in different forms. Number one, you supposed to now to design soft surface. You supposed to now to design medium surface, and you supposed to now to design coarse surface. Those three surfaces have different type of work you can use them to do in the sharpening of the clipper blade. Yeah, when they use clipper blade roughly, they use it in a way that they misuse it, and to sharpen it become very hard. You use coarse. You first use coarse on it. Those professionals supposed to understand what I'm trying to say. You first supposed to use coarse surface. When you use coarse surface for it, you bring the level down. The expert supposed to understand what I meant, because where the upper blade, this upper blade is now laying inside the surface of the bottom clipper blade. The upper blade will totally drill hole on top of the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade. Therefore, to bring that higher level, the heel come down to the level of that where furrow is a tedious work. So you have to use coarse surface super hard manual sharpening stone to bring down the level, so that it will come to the level of where it has been chopped off. That is number one. Secondly, before you can conclude your work, when you use coarse to sharpen the upper and the bottom clipper blade, when you fix it like that, the machine will work, the clipper blade will work very, very fine. As an expert who sharpen it, it will work very, very fine. But that error will come out. It will be cutting the scalp when you are using it for frictioning. It will be cutting the scalp when you are using it for patterning. It will be cutting the scalp, giving the scalp injury when you are using it to scrape the entire head, either for yourself or for a customer. Can you see? So when you are using the soft coarse surface to sharpen the upper and the clipper blade, either use roughly or neatly. So you are using the coarse surface to sharpen it first. You need to blend it with smooth surface. Yeah, you have sharpened it with coarse surface, it has been working correctly, but you still have to repeat the same process on the soft surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. That is why I am saying, before you call yourself a professional, you're supposed to now to design different type of surfaces for your super hard manual sharpening stone. When you are using it to sharpen, the clipper blade you use coarse to sharpen, the clipper blade you use soft surface to sharpen, there will be difference there. The two might be working correctly. The two may be working correctly, cutting the hair perfectly, but when you use soft surface to sharpen the clipper blade to conclude the job, it won't cut or it won't give any injury on the scalp. But when you use coarse surface, the expert supposed to understand what I mean by coarse, normal, and the soft surface in sharpening of the super hard manual sharpening stone. So when you use smooth to conclude your work in the sharpening of the super hard and the sharpening of the clipper blade, after you test it, it won't give any injury. But with coarse surface, the injury will come. That is number one. That is number one way you can either new clipper blade or old clipper blade. Even the new clipper blade they manufacture, if care is not taken, if they use coarse surface machine to sharpen the clipper blade, it will give that injury in the newly, unless you know how to correct it. Yeah, that is number one way this problem can occur. That is number one. Then secondly, in a new clipper blade, especially in the cordless, this type of clipper, this cordless, the one without wire, when you watch the clipper blades, this button and the top clipper blades that follow the cordless come, the upper clipper blade, the way they do the mouth, very, very sharp, very, it has edge. It's very, very sharp. Can you see it? So if you want to use this type of clipper to design hair, to give frictioning, to draw pattern, to scrape the entire head, you're supposed to know how to set this clipper teeth very well. If not, you'll be giving injury to your customers. even to yourself. Yeah, you see now this upper clipper blade now, if you want to set it for the cordless one, no need to change the with the machine. If you want to use it the way we used to set the one with the wire, the electric clipper with the wire, we used to set this edge right, the bottom clipper blade edge and the upper clipper blade edge, we set them right before you can use it for shaping, before you can use it for frictioning, before you can use it to barb or to scrape the entire body or the entire head of a customer or yourself. Now you have discovered that the machine is giving you injury or giving your customer injury. The next thing to do to solve that problem, yeah, I'm coming to that later. That is where the problem comes. But how can we solve the problem? How can we solve the problem for cordless? How can we solve the problem for the one with the wire? The one with the wire with the hold one are almost the same. So let us continue with our lesson. Can you see in cordless, this mouth, you don't need to set them right. Once the upper blade and the clipper blade mouth, I mean the edge, this edge I'm touching, if you set them right together, it will be giving injury. The upper blade has to go back a little. Try to quote my words, understand what I'm trying to say, underline it. You have to shift the edge of the upper clipper blade in cordless back a little than bottom clipper blade. You don't need to let them rhyme together. Once you allow the upper blade and the bottom clipper blade mouth to rhyme together, the injury will come out. It will be giving injury. It will be cutting the scalp. No matter how careful you are in barbing, you'll be giving your customers injury. You take note. The upper clipper blade, the upper one, I will show you now. I will show you now. Look at this, look at the edge now. Can you see it in this way? Yeah. When you adjust it in this way, watch carefully. I blend the mouth together now. Can you see it in this way? So when you set it right in this way, and you are using it for scraping, you are using it for pattern, you are using it for frictioning or line up, it will be giving injury. So you need to allow the upper blade to go back a little. You know the way to set it. Can you see it in this way? If care is not taken, you cannot see the gap well. So the bottom clipper blade have to come out a little. The bottom clipper blade have to come out a little than the upper clipper blade. When you are using it in this way, used for scraping, it will scrape very well. When you use it to give pattern, it will cut very well. When you use it for frictioning, you can use it and enjoying it. Complaint will not come out. Yeah. But when you set the upper clipper blade teeth and the bottom clipper teeth the same, you'll allow the mouth to run together very well. It will be giving injury. That is the way to correct. That is the way to correct for the cordless one. As you can see it, that is the way to correct it. No need to change the clipper blade. No need at all. No need to change. Now, when we talk about the clipper with a cord, can you see this is a clipper with cord? This one is cordless. This one is with cord. Can you see it? So the same problem used to happen to this one too. When you look at the mouth, you buy it new or hold one. They work in the same way. So the new clipper blade now you buy, and you are using it to do frictioning, to scrape the head entirely, to draw patterns. Then it's used to cut the customer scalp or your own scalp too. Can you see? You buy it new, it's give her that error. And at the same time, the one you are using as an old one, like this one and this one as an old one. At the same time, when you are using it for frictioning, when you are using it for line up, when you are using it for total scraping, when you are using it for patterns it used to cut the customer scalp. Can you see the problem has arise? The problem has occurred. Where does that problem comes? It comes through the mouth of the clipper. What brings that error into the clipper mouth? It is the surface. So what brings the problem? It is the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. As I've said earlier, when you know how to design your stone, you have to know how to design in different ways. You're supposed to know how to design coarse surface. You're supposed to know how to design medium surface. You're supposed to know how to design coarse surface and smooth surface. Can you see? So when you design a coarse surface and you are using it for sharpening of the clipper blade, the error will come. It will be cutting the customer scalp. It will cutting the scalp. Know how you want to do it. But after using the coarse surface, you now use smooth surface to blend it up. It won't cut again. That is where the problem comes. So now, how can you solve problem for this one? It is through the sharpening. Yeah, that is the only and the best way you can solve the problem. You're supposed to know how to design soft surface, medium surface, coarse surface. So when you sharpen your clipper blade, or you buy new clipper blade and it's performing that job, it's cutting the scalp, then you have to remove the two blades. You now use soft surface to resharpen it. When you use soft surface to resharpen it, everything will be normal. No need to cut or to give injury on a customer again. Yeah, that is the only and the best way you can use to solve the problem. Can you see it? It is the problem comes from the stone. The problem for this one comes from the stone. And at the same time, the problem for this one comes from the upper blade. The upper blade is too narrow. The upper blade for the cordless is too narrow. So you have to readjust it back. You don't need to set it right together before you can use it. When you set it right, you are using it for frictioning, scraping and patterning to be giving injury, be cutting the scalp. This one, the moment you shift it back, it won't do so again. Then this one, the only way you can use to solve the problem is to sharpen the clipper blade. You resharpen it on top of the soft surface super hard manual sharpening stone. Period. Thank you. See you again. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to this channel so that I can be able to see more of my videos, and at the same time can be able to see my new notifications. As soon as I release my video into the YouTube channel, you will be the number one to see it. Please subscribe to my channel. Be expecting another tutorial after this one. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe now before we go for more videos so that I can be seeing my video from time to time. Thank you.